Here's Howell. He's got him in. Complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown. Howell down to throw it. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown.
What's up, fellas? We are back again in the spread playbook. I know it's been a minute since the last video. Trying to get consistent. Life won't let me be great, but it's all good. All right, just going over some concepts, man. What I realized in playing in the spread playbook, you get a lot of people that will cheat. They'll play a lot of hard flats. They'll play a lot of man coverage. So I found something to kind of combat that. One of my favorite plays is verticals. So yeah, let's get into it. So you can go to, my favorite formation is going to be this Y off trips. You can also run the verticals in, what is this? Y trips offset. They've got a good verticals and trips. They've got verticals in pretty much every formation in this playbook. The one in trio offset is also really, really good. It's actually really, really good. Let's go with this one first. Okay, so you get, I'll run a lot of these RPO screens. You got the bubble, you got the read bubble. And so what you get a lot of times is people will begin to do a lot of hard flats, a lot of cheating. So I'll run verticals. And let's look at it against, let's just do a random defense. All right, so generally what I'm looking for, if I see that it's man coverage, I'm looking at this tight end or I'm looking at circle. The tight end, this out route actually does really well against man coverage. Also, the running back out of the backfield will also cook man. So if it's man coverage, which this looks like is man, I'm looking at those things. And I'll usually adjust my camera so that I can see triangle. If it's zone, I'm looking triangle. But I'm thinking as man. My pre-snap read tells me it's man. So what do we have here? All right, look. And that out route, I threw it a little bit late. But that out route does a really, really good job against land. That's a really good safety right there, too. All right, so let's look at it again. Now, this looks like more of, could be a zone, also could be man. Let's see. So we got more of a zone coverage. Oh, now, my D-line is ferocious, so I'm probably not going to have a lot of time to throw the ball, but we're going to try our best here. All right, this looks like more man coverage, so I'm looking at my X. He actually covered that pretty well. But most of the time, he's going to cook that guy. But that was more, it was a blitz, so he ran more of an underneath man, so that's pretty good. But also, you got this running back actually cooks really, really well, too. And this isn't a highly rated running back. And if you get a more of a highly rated running back, he's probably going to cook even more. But yeah, so this looks like more of a zone. So I'm looking triangle to circle now if it's, I think it is zone. So I got triangle, so I just throw that immediately. Now, sometimes they do make that ridiculous play. I'm not the best with freeform, but most of you guys will be able to fit that in there. Now, I see press man. So if you got a receiver with any kind of speed, I'm just throwing that thing deep. Even against Jalen Ramsey, I'm probably going to try to get deep. Because you'll see that a lot. You run a lot of RPOs, they're going to try to press you. They could do a lot of hard flats. So this is a way to kind of really combat that by running some verticals. And that was just a terrible read by myself. But I run this play. I try to run it a lot, so I'll kind of drill it in Madden. Now, you can fit this in here a lot of the times if it's a zone. I'm also looking circle. A lot of times the user is going to run away from that. He's kind of looking at the running back or the tight end. You can kind of hit that crosser a lot. But again, you got this running back pretty much all day. But a lot of the times, man, triangle is going to be wide open because they'll run a lot of zone. Again, you got man coverage. I see press man coverage. So what I'm looking at is, you can go to triangle. He's probably going to cook his man if you got a receiver with any type of speed. He's 96 speed, I believe. But my outside receiver is only 93 speed. So you can cook with this. Got more man coverage. That's a blitz. Now, of course, you're going to want to pay attention to who's blitzing if you need to block the running back. Like now we got a blitzer, so I'm blocking my running back, and I'm probably looking at triangle, honestly. Also, I have a rookie quarterback, so it's not going to be the best, even though it's Caleb Williams, but it's not going to be the best accuracy. So yeah, this looks like yet another blitz. Computer sitting is screaming at me today, huh? Okay. But y'all kind of get the picture. That's one of the verticals that I really, really like. And even, let's run this against just a cover one, man. I really like this I really like this route by circle. It's just sometimes you got to really practice this throw. You can't lead it too much. See? Like that, it really cooks a man pretty good. This is like he's not a really great route runner. He's got speed, but he's not a really great route runner. He's still doing really, really good. So with this one, you kind of want to throw it at see, that's terrible. I'll probably throw it at more of like a kind of down free form, kind of more of like at 5 o'clock. But yeah, see, his accuracy isn't the best, but you can see he's got good separation. That's against a one. That's a pretty good corner he's going against with like 90 something man coverage, and he's still doing pretty good now. I didn't freeform that one at all. I just held it and didn't really angle it. So this one, you're gonna have to freeform a little bit. I kind of freeform it down a little bit and try to get him to run under it. Every time I try to freeform, now if he was rated a little higher, I could probably freeform it all the way to the right, but his rating is not the best. So I gotta kind of freeform it down and get a little better timing. But yeah, that's that route. Now let's look at verticals in another set because I really like it when you have your tight end on the line of scrimmage. So like in this Y trips offset or my favorite formation, Y off trips, as you can see. All right, let's look at this route by the tight end. This route is a really, really, really good route. And also you're looking at that streak from the slot receiver is also really, really good too. So again, this is just for those aggressive players. They're coming out. They see that you're running a lot of RPOs. They want to try to stop them. You sprinkle this in. Now what I do is I throw triangle like on a I throw him on an in route because he's gonna cook. I mean, these in routes are really good, or even an out route. But the in route coming from here, if it's man coverage, he is really gonna cook. So it's zone. Oh, that was a bad read. So let's start over. All right. So I'm looking at X first, looking at what he's gonna do. Go ahead and possession catch that, and yeah, you got yourself a nice game. And usually the user's going to make a choice. Either he's going to cover that or he's going to cover the running back. So you make him make a decision. Now this one I'll freeform down just to make sure. And I'll kind of make sure. I try not to bullet blast it most of the time. You want to put a little touch on that one. So you're reading that inside guy. He usually bites on the in route by the running back. And you've got a nice little easy. So it's an easy read. My eyes are usually only on X unless I just think that it's if I think that it's man, he can still win. If it's looking like it's man coverage, I'll throw this guy on more of a drag just to kind of have another route to give. Or I mean, you could throw this guy on a drag also. Give him two things to worry about. Okay, bad accuracy, but kind of get the picture. I mean, it just depending on if I think it's man coverage, I may throw this guy and throw him on a wheel route. But it's not man coverage. Bad read by me. Looks like that was cover 2. So, again, y'all know me. I'm not the best reader of coverage. So this one I know definitely is man. Looks like it's more of a press man. So we'll probably just have he wins right off the bat. Beating Jalen Ramsey of all people. But yeah, man, press man, definitely not the best idea on this game unless you got a safety over the top. Definitely don't want to do that. So again, looks like man again. Now, if I have time to throw this, I will usually hit my tight end, but I probably should have hit my check down. If you know you got the heat coming, throw your check down. Like on this one, I should just throw it to him. Let him get a little yak yards. And yeah, man. Computer's running a lot of man. This is really good against zone. Now, if you just know they're running man, this wheel route you know is going to cook. You just got to make sure you buy yourself some time. So this time I think we actually will get a little bit of zone finally. So a lot of times you can throw that immediately too, depending on the zone, because again, they'll probably run the hard flats. If you see that, let's look at the replay. So with this guy, so when you start running a lot of RPOs, they'll probably throw this guy in a hard flat. So you've got this seam that is just wide open that you can hit because they can't really just, if the user's here, he can't just go all the way out here. He's got to watch out for this tight end. And so you got a nice, easy completion to him right here. And we probably still could hit the tight end in there. If you can squeeze that in. We also got this for good yards. It's just one of the plays I'll run several times throughout the game because I can run it out of any formation. And I just to sprinkle it in once I feel like, okay, they're getting really aggressive. They're trying to stop my RPO. So you got your tight end. Oh, bad read. Probably should have hit my running back. But you kind of get the picture. You'll run this a lot and kind of see what the different looks are. And so we got zone again. Hit your tight end in stride. Nice big chunk yards. Now I try to run this in the early down so they kind of don't know that it's coming. They could be run, it could be pass. This is probably not something I'll run on like 3rd and long or anything like that. Just because they kind of expect it, and it's not as hard to cover verticals when you kind of know it's coming. Which it still can be effective. Still can be very effective. So again, sprinkle in verticals, man. The spread playbook is amazing. It's just I've been leaning towards going to a custom. I'm in a franchise, and just to give you that little bit of edge, you know, I struggle with trying to set my audibles and do all that stuff. And now, if I'm running it from this way, I usually will keep him on an in route going inside just to give the user something to think about. And he got caught up that time, and nobody's open. Now, also, if I see one-on-one coverage on the outside, man coverage is not the best against streaks. Man coverage is not bad this year, but it's not the best against, streaks. Like, look, Jalen Ramsey will probably get burnt. This guy is 93 speed. Okay, he actually didn't get burnt, but a lot of times you can take a chance. If you know you got killer wide receivers on the outside, which I don't. I've got a lot of young guys and a young quarterback, as you can see. And I'll usually change this route. I don't like this option route. I'll probably just turn it to a normal streak. Just because you kind of know what the route is. I also want to notice this this route by the tight end can actually be really good against man coverage also. It's just I was getting screamed at, so I didn't have time to do anything. But yeah, if you know that it's man coverage, I also still will look to this route by the tight end. Now, you got to really freeform that one in. Again, it's probably that one I would probably throw it at 7 o'clock, kind of down and to the left. I wouldn't try to. Now, if I had a better quarterback, I could probably lead it all the way to the left, but I don't think I haven't experienced that yet. So I would usually be a little bit down and to the left, freeform, and make sure you throw a little touch on it. And that still will cook man coverage, and that's a 99 speed corner holding him. That's 94 overall. So with a 90 speed corner holding him, he's still getting good separation. Okay, he made a pretty good play there. But yeah, you can still, with most tight ends, you'll be able to get some good separation. I know a lot of you guys play much. You got your Kyle Pitts of the world that'll probably really cook with this route. So that's something the user is probably going to have to get over there to try to hold. And that just opens up another world of people that can get open for you. And honestly, you can play around with this running back route. He's usually going to cook against any linebacker that's holding. That's actually a safety, but he's still getting pretty good separation. And this is a 240-pound back, so. Yeah, sometimes they can make a play on that. Man coverage is super inconsistent, but I mean, you're not most likely not going to have a 99 speed corner holding your tight end, but just so happened to be the case on that one.
On first down, Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Here in the second half, and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a... And Howell will throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Back to throw. Howell. He's got it. Touchdown. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man.
Until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Howell. And that is caught.
Tuck in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
It's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can knocked it free.
Howell, another throw on second down. Wide open receiver. Throwing here, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Touchdown.
So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
The rifle's complete. Caught by Moore. Now Howell. And this is caught at the end. Touchdown. Howell throwing on first down here. Looking left side, and it's complete.